Okay, and this is a video review of the Transformers Studio Series Constructicon Scrapper from the Revenge of the Fallen line. So I must say I was pleasantly surprised with how this figure came out. I didn't expect him to be this fun. If you had the other Constructicons and I have like the other 5 that we've gotten so far, the Voyagers and Deluxes. And at first when I opened this guy, it was just another Constructicon. I just need him to build my Devastator. But when I was actually playing around with him, transforming him, he turned out to be a lot of fun. He's not without his flaws, and he does, and I'll mention those later on. But overall, I like how this guy's designed. The articulation is great, even if it's limiting in some places and all that. So first off, let's take a look at the packaging. He is zoom out a little bit. Figure number 60, Constructicon Scrapper. Scrapper's face sculpt there. We have Devastator, and we do have the Constructicon logo as opposed to that's the Constructicon logo there, as opposed to a Decepticon or Autobot. I don't know why. Still not Decepticon anyway. And then you have robot mode, vehicle mode, 36 steps. It does say scale detail backdrop in all of these. I think the robot modes are in scale. The vehicle modes though, I think that's where this line suffers. But anyway, if you're like me, you'll be posing everything in robot mode, right? So that's the backdrop. It's Egypt. We've all seen this one before, I think. Still nice that it's included. I'm just zoom back in so you don't see the crap on the side. And let's take a look at Scrapper. Let's remove this guy. This is not an accessory. This is Micromaster Frenzy Rumble. I did post a review of this guy just yesterday, so if you want to have a look, it's on my channel. So let's straighten him up as much as we can. You can't do it a whole lot, but yeah, that is Scrapper in his awesome robot mode. I think the design on this guy is really great. And I was watching Dark of the Moon yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I saw this robot design there as well. So I don't know if they're reusing the character models. I'm pretty sure they are, but yeah, I don't know if they reused the Scrapper mold there. Wouldn't make a lot of sense considering it was the Chicago battle scenes, and then this guy is a construction bot. I don't know, is there a construction site somewhere there that I missed? Anyway, I saw him getting cut up by Prime as Prime was running to Shockwave. So if you watch that movie again, you'll probably see him there. Now let's take a look at his awesome head sculpt. Again, insect-like, as many of the Decepticons do look in the first couple of movies. But other than that, lots of technical details on the body. I like how slender the arms are by design, and I like how the arms are asymmetrical. It's really cool. I really like the big wheels on the thigh and the feet. He is perpetually bent-legged just because of the design. It is stopped there. And I like these shovel feet. The back is surprisingly clean. Not much cable there. And you can hide the combiner port. The combiner port is there. So yeah, really nice. I'm really liking this guy. I don't know why. In terms of articulation, there is a swivel there, so you just swivel. It's actually a ball. No, it's a swivel here. A swivel and a ball. Sorry, swivel and a ball. So you can swivel left and right. You can rotate, and you can look up and down at 2 points. So you can look down on that point, but there is also a hinge there, so you can actually look down there. So even with this design, he is surprisingly you know, posable on the head. The arms can go all the way out, go all the way around, though hindered by that. So there is a swivel and a hinge, so you have to just work around that thing there. No, I'm wrong. Can't really turn it around. I thought you could, never tried. So you can go only that much back, only that much forward. Lots of hindrance, but it's okay. I don't know anyone who can turn his arm all the way around anyway. There is a swivel at the top of the arm there. There is an elbow joint there and another elbow joint there, which gives him double joints, and it doesn't look awkward just because of how thin his arms are. And this arm has a hinge as well, but that's for transformation, but you can use that for posing. This side, this is identical. Up to here there is a hinge there, there is a hinge there, and there are hinges on the claw, so you can have him grabbing stuff, which is really cool. There's no hinge joint on the waist, but both of these legs can move out, so you can simulate a little bit of waist movement if you wanted. You can even lift that up, so you can have pseudo waist movement, if that makes sense to you. It's just a little bit, but it really helps in posing. There is a swivel right here, so you can move it. This thing is, this goes all the way back and all the way forward just because of the design. No hindrances at all until it hits the arms. Elbow, upper leg swivel, knee bend that goes that much back, that much forward, and nothing on the feet. Well, you can detach that, but that's for transformation. So yeah, lots of limitations on the posability, but you'll be surprised with the amount of dynamic poses you can get him just because of how his joints allow you to work around the limitations. So yeah, he is really fun to pose. Well, let me just bring down the rest of the guys that we already have. Let me get this off out of the way. So we have the other Constructicons down. Mixmaster, High Tower, little scrap metal. High Tower is here, and this guy, payload overload. So let's see if I can fit them all in frame. Move this guy back. Mixmaster is the widest of the bunch. Let's put Scrapper in the middle. He's the tiniest one. I can't see Mixmaster at all. So yeah, that's the guys that we have so far. I'm still missing the two leaders, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll get them soon enough. And I like how they look together. I know these three are all yellow, but they all form the arms of Devastator, so I think having them all yellow makes sense. Not that the legs follow a certain color scheme, but yeah. So let's get this guy transformed. Just move these guys to the side. Okay, transformation for this guy is really fun as well, and there is a lot of moving parts and all, which is nice. It took me a while to figure out one of the parts, but yeah, it's okay. Once you get to understand, it's fine. So what do we do first? I guess let's do the head first. So this was the one that gave me a bit of trouble. As you may or may not know, I usually transform my figures before I pull out the manual, so not knowing the proper instructions gave me a bit of time. So I tried folding it down and I couldn't close it up, so I thought that might be how it is. But actually you can actually push, though. Before we do that, let's push this out first. Let's do that just because I did something different here. So see how this is smooth? That's because, let's do this arm transformation first. You unpick those arms and rotate that up. Now I actually have this folded down. See that combiner port? You usually have this out in robot mode like that, but I thought it doesn't look nice at all. It just looks awkward. So actually in transformation I fold that down, but that hinders the head transformation, so to vehicle mode, but that's fine. So let me just do that first so that we can free this, and then on this part unpeg this, and you can actually now peg this down. So like I said, I thought it just went that way. You're actually supposed to push it until it snaps. There you go, and that allows you to push it down. Push that back in. Okay, so what's next? Let's unhinge that. Let's do the legs. The legs are a lot of fun. So you saw me unpeg this one, so unpeg that and then unpeg that. So this is pegged on the wheel there. So this is a faux wheel. There's a real wheel there, and then this lower part is actually pegged there in robot mode, so you can see. Now let's now fold this down and rotate this through there and extend the leg forward and align the legs forward like that. Let's leave that for now. Let's do the other side. Unpeg at the bottom, unpeg from the wheel, rotate this in and align the wheels like so. That's good enough for now. What do we do next? Okay, these arms. So for these arms, unpeg it here, rotate the arms in, the claws in like that, and extend that. That's as much as you can do for this arm. Now for the rest of it, you're supposed to, now there's a few moving parts here. So you can see there's a peg there, 2 pegs there, and if I fold, let's fold that down, and if I fold this down, as you can see, there are peg holes. Where's the peg hole? Okay, peg holes right there. So there's a little bit of clearance issues here. So you're supposed to compress it while pushing it in, and then you're supposed to peg the thing on those 2 holes. So let me do that again for you. So you're lifting that up while compressing the arms in, just because the clearance is not, the clearance is okay, but you know, you need to move them together to get the appropriate clearance. Then peg that thing in there. That's it. These arms are supposed to peg together. So if I rotate this down, okay, let me do that first again. Let's rotate this first because we will not have enough clearance. Then rotate this in and then peg that in there together. Okay, I was wrong. This is where it's difficult. So see, there's pegs there, and then there's pegs there on those pegs. So you have to do it all together. First off, what I do is I orient the arms so it's diagonal. That gives me a bit of clearance to move there, and then insert it there. But you can't do it until you press that down. So you press that down and then press that together and press that down. See, so those need to move all together to get that clearance in. Now you need to peg this arm to this arm, so, and then you need to peg that to that part. So peg that arm again. If it unpegged, rotate that a little bit down, and then peg this to the hand. There you go, and that is the one part of the shovel. Now for the legs, just rotate it around. You need to rotate this, and then okay, we do that again. Move that forward first, rotate, rotate, move that forward again. So that's gonna be oriented that way. Now compress this together, and this bit, just rotate it down. You're supposed to peg that peg into that slot. Straighten out that part. Let's do the other side. So again, rotate it around, rotate it like that. So fairly involved transformation, makes it a bit fun. Peg this in on the wheel. I don't think there's any other pegging points. I wish there was a pegging point on this part onto the body as well, just to make it a bit more stable. Not that it's not stable, but it's, you know, could be a bit more stable. That makes sense. Now you just extend this in, no, compress that in, and then you peg that to that slot. So let's do that. There you go. I think that's it. Now, contrary to the fun I had in robot mode, I think this guy has the weakest vehicle mode of them all. Just look at that shovel, a lot of gaps there. You can clearly see the extra arms there as well. And yeah, just not as clean as the rest of them. I still do like the giant wheels though. And this shovel tends to unpeg. I really do wish there's a pegging point. Maybe I missed something, but I don't recall missing anything. I wish there was a pegging point anywhere there. Right now, the only thing keeping it together are these ones and these ones. So yeah. Let's just, it does roll very well. And the shovel does move, so he does have that. Doesn't move other than the lifting up, which is unfortunate. Now let me get the other guys transformed to give you a better look. And 1 hour later, here is Scrapper. So it took me quite a bit of time to transform the rest of these guys. Here's Scrapper with the rest of the Constructicons. So let's put the big guys at the back. And the high tower and scrap metal at the front. So as you can see, they're not really in scale with each other, which is, you know, what can you do? And how I know they're not in scale is just look at the cockpit. So these guys look almost in scale. Yeah, that might be good. This is a full body window, so that could be good. These guys, yeah, good enough. But these two, this is definitely too big. So this is definitely, you know, it's not gonna be the same size. Might be, but something like that will be the right scale. And definitely not in scale with this guy as well. Or maybe no, a little bit bigger. So yeah, not in scale, but still fun to get a few construction vehicles. And nice toys for the kids as well. And I'm patiently waiting for the big guy to come, the two big guys to come. Really, really excited about that big red one, the one with 4 arms. Again, I can't remember his name, but he looks really cool. Gives me a bit of Darth Grievous vibes. Not Darth Grievous, General Grievous, sorry. General Grievous vibes. So yeah, let's just transform him back. Okay, unpeg these bits, unpeg the arms. I'm gonna leave those other guys in vehicle mode for a bit just because of how tiring it is to transform all these Studio Series. If they were Siege, it's gonna be a lot less tiring. Unpeg this from that. Again, the tricky part is this one, so unpeg the back piece, unpeg do diagonally that way. That frees up the arms. So what do we do first? Let's do the legs first. So rotate the leg through. Let's rotate this wheel through. Peg that thing to that hole there. So just peg up. You need to rotate it. That peg. There you go. And then unclip that peg slot. Peg. That's one leg. Let's do the other leg. Fairly involved transformation, but I prefer the transformation of this guy over the other ones, just because even if it's a bit involved, there's a lot not a lot of clearance issues. Even the one at the back, as long as you do it all at the same time, you won't be having a lot of problems. So yeah, don't mind at all the complexity of this guy's transformation. One of those involved but fun, if that makes sense, kind of transformation. Open that up. Let's do the head first. Let's unclip that. Rotate this down. Push it through from this side. And then, like I said, I want to rotate combiner port in. I'll showcase the arm mode when I do get the final robot, because there's no point as of now. Pick this in, and that effectively hides the combiner port. See, it's there. Then when I close this up, you won't be able to see it, which is, better than having a square thing there. And then there's pegs. Where's the slots? Oh, there's no real slot. Oh, yeah, those pegs will just rest in those grooves there. There you go. And then lastly, this arm, rotate it forward. And this arm, rotate it forward. Unpeg this. And fold it. Fold the claws out. And peg it again. There you go. So yeah, best of the bunch so far. We have here Constructicon Scrapper. Now if you ask me whether you want to buy this or not, it does look like a nice enough generic Decepticon to bolster your Studio Series Decepticon army. So even if you're not really collecting all of the Constructicons, this guy's still a good pickup. He is really fun, really poseable. So I mean, if you're not collecting all of the Constructicons, which I don't really recommend, all of these guys are nice, and they do a good job of doing their proper vehicle and robot modes, and they combine to Devastator. So yeah, I still say complete the rest of them. But if you're only getting this guy, you won't really it's not really a bad idea. He's a good bot. Him and that other guy with the 4 arms. Hopefully that one turns out well. But yeah, I think this one, and if the other one turns out well, Long Haul is his name, turns out well, I think these two are the best of the Constructicon bunch. So yeah, that has been the review of Studio Series Scrapper. If you like that review, please do leave a like, leave a comment, do subscribe. This has been Grimtrigger. This has been the awesome Scrapper. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.